Let's first call out the starters of your UST Tiger Cubs. At center, number 10, 𝔍𝔞𝔪�. At forward, number 11, 𝔍𝔞𝔪�. The other forward, number 18, JB Lim. At guard, number 19, Andre Dugo. In the other guard, number 28, Lance Ronquillo. Their head coach is Manu Inigo. Check out now the starters of your UPIS Fighting Maroons. At forward, number 2, Nathan Egea. The other forward, number 3, Bruce 𝔬𝔞𝔪�. At center, number 15, Jaime Gomez del Llano. At guard number 18, Rocco Benicor. In the other guard, number 19, Daryl Valdez-Villa. Their head coach is Paulo Mendoza. Officiating this ball game, our crew chief, Oliver Aguiles. Umpire 1, Winston Veloso.
Take a look at the starters for the UST Tiger Cubs: Ronquillo, Dugo, 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢, JB Lim, and 𝔐𝔬𝔞𝔪�. And as for UP, Benicor, Valdez-Villa, Jaime Gomez del Llano, Egea, and 𝔬𝔞𝔪�. A young starting five for the Fighting Maroons.
Very young starting five right here, but very exciting as well.
And our referees, Angeles, Veloso, and Flores. They will be our officiating crew of game number 2 of this Wednesday doubleheader. By just looking at UPIS, Coach Juanito, we could tell it's a young team with a lot of potential, but yung mukha pa lang, alam mong batang-bata.
Oh, you look at these guys, they're very fresh, looking like guys under 17, and they are really a very young team alongside 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔰, I think 2 of the youngest teams here in the UAAP. So, very exciting future ahead for them here.
Egea uses the ball. Dugo had an impressive first game as well. 𝔍𝔞𝔪�, the flip shot is a no-go. Valdez-Villa was fouled.
Automatically, every time Valdez-Villa has the ball, expect for him to run each and every time. A very feisty guard who has explosiveness. Very good talent for UPIS here.
Di napapagod, no, Coach?
Di napapagod. In the last game, only a 7 to 8 man rotation, yet he was still sprinting in that 4th quarter.
Parang ikaw lang pag nagsasalita.
Oo, hindi napapagod. Bawal mapagod.
Something about UPIS, no? In the meantime, Valdez-Villa open for 3. That time too long. When a floor could not get a handle of that basketball. Similar starting 5 for UST. Makes their bench deeper. Buxit, Velasquez, Ludovice, usually coming off the bench. Oh, Valdez-Villa is down.
Oh, something you don't want to see early on. This is a guy they're going to be relying on for the whole ball game. Looks like to have sprained his ankle very early. 40 seconds into the ball game. Look at that. Ooh, yes. That is a left ankle sprain right there. I don't want to see that this early. Me and Yo-Yo were talking about yesterday that these guys are young and the recovery is very quick. There was a guy that sprained his ankle in the 3rd quarter, already returned in the 4th quarter. And Daryl seems to be okay.
He's able to apply a little bit of pressure, which is usually a good sign. And he will be shooting the free throws. Coach Paulo Mendoza with a concerning look, of course.
You never want to see your star go down at any point of the ball game. But I think there will be a landing spot unsportsmanlike to be called on 𝔑𝔞𝔪�. Someone his height and his length, sometimes you just really can't control going forward. So that is something he will be learning here in the UAAP through experience, through a lot more closeouts.
As Valdez-Villa will not be subbed out.
Yeah, that's the youth we're talking about. Quick recovery right there.
Benicor to Valdez-Villa from deep into downtown. That one far to the left. Ronquillo will push the pace. In and out dribble. Ronquillo emergency pass. Koji loses the basketball. And Egea putting the moves on. 𝔐𝔤𝔢𝔢 elbow jumper. That one is smooth.
There is something that UPIS will rely on. Definitely it's talent. And this guy, 𝔐𝔢𝔢, has the talent.
And Lim not wasting any time. So JB will head to the free throw line. But how about this move, coach?
Nathan 𝔐𝔢𝔢, one of the young guys, I think only 15 years old for UPIS right here. Always ready to contribute. But you know, UPIS is forced to play positions they're not used to. They lost two 6'4" guys in Gian Mendoza and a 6'5" guy in Basti Jacob.
And Demisana
And
also.
Demisana as
Now
well.
in the seniors division. The NU Lady Bulldogs, 7th straight championships, looking to make it 8.
What a day we're going to have here in the UAAP. Two juniors games this morning. Finals game at 12 for the women's and finals game at 6 p.m. all here at the Mo Arena.
Oh, dangerous fall for Melicor, I believe.
Looks like Rocco is a little bit shaken up here, but he seems to be okay.
It's a nice steal from Lim.
There is teammate there.
And JB Lim will make his first free throw. And the UST Lady Rally Tigresses will be the challengers of the NU Lady Bulldogs. That's going to be a really good game, I would say.
You know, that has already been a rivalry the past few years. A very exciting finals matchup there.
Melicor making it look so easy. Coach, you mentioned it, the youth, yet it's not just talented. They're fearless when they attack.
Yes. You know, these are all guys who I saw very young, and they've already been talented since the age of 10, 11, and they're showing it out here in the UAAP.
This time, an attack met by a double team. Koji looking downhill. When the floor, nifty reverse is a no-go. 𝔬𝔤𝔤 didn't even need to jump to get that putback.
That is something they want to utilize, the height of 𝔬𝔤𝔤 every time someone is attacking on the defensive end. You saw right there, he can challenge any shot, and on the offensive end can get that offensive rebounds.
That's something you don't see every day.
Pure height, pure length for 𝔬𝔤𝔤. But against a shorter team like this, you really have to stay active because the shorter guys will really continue jumping. So it's a good learning experience for 𝔬𝔤𝔤 as we see Philippine legend Alan Kaidik here with us.
One of the best shooters,
If not the
best shooters.
shooter here in the Philippines.
Once scored 40 points against NBA legends
No.
in the Legends game.
You know, even at his age, he can still shoot it.
Duo two-man game. Koji on the roll when the floor misses. 𝔬𝔤𝔤 in and out. The height of UST in full display here in the first quarter.
When the floor and 𝔬𝔤𝔤 staying active inside, they know that they have the advantage with the rebounding. In the last game of UPIS, they were minus 30 in terms of rebounding. So let's see how Coach Paulo Mendoza is planning to answer on that rebounding end.
Coach, you used to be a former juniors player who never really had the height against players who are twice your size. What's the usual game plan, strategy,
You know,
if you're UPIS?
when you're not that tall, it's really just to box out. And that was something I had a strength on. I'm only 5'3", but I was averaging I think I was averaging more than 4 rebounds a ball game during my junior stint. So everybody really has to stay active.
Gusto ko may height review ka ba dyan, Coach? In the meantime, Lim pushing the pace. JB slips through his fingers, an offensive foul. He looks at the coaching staff right away and apologizes.
You gotta credit the guards of UPIS right here. They're staying active very early on, trying to keep this game close. Even with a short rotation, they are pressuring the guards of UST, forcing a few turnovers here.
Melicor emergency pass. 𝔬𝔤𝔬𝔬 the floater too long, and 𝔬𝔬𝔬 snatches a rebound. 𝔬𝔤 open for three, money.
𝔬𝔤 showing that he is both an outside and inside guy earlier, showing us that he has that putback now. Stretches out the floor for that three.
Hernandez kicks it out, three-pointer launched. That time it's no good by 𝔬𝔬𝔬. Ronquillo will orchestrate the quick crossover, the kick out to Dungo. Doy knocks down the three.
We saw in the last game that UST relies on that three very much. 10 threes in that last game, and here they're showing that they still have the range here.
𝔐𝔐𝔬𝔬 looking to answer, that time air-mailed. Ball is kept in play, here comes UST. Ronquillo, the hezzy, and gets to the line.
UST looking to push the pace every time they have that ball, but every time they are on a half-court set, everybody is ready to shoot that basketball. They are setting up their shooters the last two possessions, getting them 2 threes, extending the lead 12-7 right here.
Ronquillo, that's his first point of season 86.
21 minutes in that last game. Not a basket coming from him, but he was steady. He was playing point guard a lot of times, setting up his teammates, getting 2 assists in 21 minutes. And here he finally gets his first UAAP buckets here.
𝔐𝔐𝔬𝔬 showing out his handle, breaking that press. With UST now doubling the score. It's Coach Manu Inigo.
Never content with how his players are playing. Of course, one of the more respected high school coaches we have had here. He's been around for quite some time, through a few schools, and finally now donning that white and yellow here in the UAAP.
That's Ethan Egea on your screens, one of the many young guns of the Fighting Maroons. The substitution is called. Seems to be 𝔐𝔐𝔬𝔬 who is sent out.
Might have some blood, because that is the only reason why you can be sent out. And you can never play even with a tiny drop of blood.
So 4 minutes gone by here, Coach. UST up by 6. And if you're UPIS, you're trying to give your best player some time in Valdivia to kind of heal. And now your other players are expected to score as Valdivia, right on cue, re-enters the ball game.
I got to watch UPIS during the off-season, and 4 guys they're really going to be relying on is Valdivia, 𝔐𝔐𝔬𝔬, 𝔬𝔬𝔬 and Egea. 4 young guys, very athletic, very energetic. And of course, Jaime Gomez de Leaño is always there to shoot the threes, to be there spotting up. But they really have to be able to play defense. They did not have a problem on the offensive end. They just have to make stops here.
Staggered screens for Kurt Velasquez. 𝔬𝔤, big to big screen this time. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 kicks it out. Dungo contested three-pointer in and out. And 𝔬𝔬𝔬 pounding the paint once again with 2 free throws.
I recommend UST here, even though they're playing from the outsides, their bigs, every time a player is missing, goes inside and goes for those offensive rebounds. And because of their advantage in the height, they are able to get a lot of offensive rebounds here.
As 𝔬𝔤 misses his first free throw, Kurt Velasquez has also checked in for Coach Manu. Kurt struggled in the game we covered, did not score that game.
I know he'll be having his opportunity here.
Threading the needle. That's a turnover there for UP. Velasquez sends it to the right side. Doy Dungo, skip pass. Lim, the three-pointer hits the side of the board. Look at that battle for the rebound. Jaime wins it. Valdivia to 𝔍𝔢𝔠 for 3. Jaime with offensive rebound. The kick out to Hernandez. And he knocks down the 3.
Specialty of the house for Hernandez. Every time this guy is open, this guy will take it and make it. Good activity by Jaime for that kick out.
Duo off the handoff. It's front of the rim and Lim skying high for the putback.
And now everybody for UST just gunning for that offensive rebound. Lim, a guard, also getting an offensive rebound here.
Dangerous pass to 𝔍𝔢𝔠. Two-man game. 𝔍𝔢𝔠 on the drive, almost a strip. Scoop shot. And manages to put himself on the line, turning something out of nothing.
Look here at the offensive rebound of Jaime. Kicks it out to Hernandez. And good 3 coming from Hernandez. On the other end, JB Lim against 3 maroon shirts, putting in the muscle for that putback. 17-12 for UST here.
It's a great rebound by Jaime as well. The most good-looking Gomez Deliano. Hot take.
No, I'm saying he's the second to Bert. He's the second to Bert. Bert always the best looking. The dad. Of course, Tito Bert usually watching here and supporting. But you know, you gotta commend these brothers. Everybody really hardworking, from Joe, Javi, Juan, Jordi, and now Jaime here in the UAAP ranks.
Reyes receives a quick double and jump ball situation. Possession arrow pointing to the side of the white shirts.
A very high-scoring ball game we're having. Only 6 minutes into the ball game. 17-13 already for both of these teams.
Dumo catch and shoot 3, nothing but net.
You know, Dumo in their first game really showed out with a talent, with attacking, with pressuring the basketball. Now he's also showing that he has an outside game.
Now it's 6 points in chapter number 1. Valdivia, 2-man game. Darrell, 3 defenders were ready for them. Oh, what a move to Bombuana, takes it to the cup.
Bruce to Bombuana coming from Claret. This guy is a young gun. A lot of years to play for him, and he is already showing out here in the UAAP.
Let's take a look at these past couple of sequences.
Highly skilled guard. He played the 3 and the 4, and with his age, this guy can still grow a few more centimeters. Very exciting for UPIS here. I got to coach his older brother, Martin. Both guys are very athletic and very skilled, and UPIS is very lucky that they will have the services of Bruce going forward.
As Reyes will make the first free throw. On your screens, Doy Dumo showing out his bag early here with 6 points. The second free throw is short. 𝔍𝔢𝔠 trying to squeeze himself inside. Dumo was prepared. Doy, the no-look pass. Velasquez, first 2 points of season 86.
So very scary for UST. Their bigs are not only long, but they can put that ball on the floor. We needed to dribble. Everybody will be able to go and attack.
The Bombuana, 3-pointer. It's back of the iron, and Reyes stretched for that rebound. The go-ahead pass, Dumo, heat check. What about the house down for UST? Valdivia, early screen. Coronel was blocked by Reyes. 2-on-1 fast break. Reyes all the way.
Strong hard attack by Reyes, showing out that length and that skill there. Very hard layup, yet he finds a way on getting it in. Now in double-digit lead for USD.
Fast break opportunities working on the way for UST. That's Kurt Velasquez. First bucket in the UAAP.
On the next play, Reyes, defense to offense, getting that block, and eventually leaking out and going strong against Daryl Valdivia. Reyes extending the lead to 10 right there on that layup.
Well, if you're Charles Booksit and you had a great first game, you entered this game up by 10. You have to be quite happy, but Valdivia answering right back.
You know, just a little less stress on you. You can just play your game if you're Charles Puxit.
Na-stress daw kasi siya Coach Shane kung ano fourth quarter eh.
Medyo makapagod pa siya after that big fourth quarter he played.
Look at the big man going to work. It's Charles Esteban.
Everybody really showing out for UST here. 27 points already in the first 8 minutes of the game.
It's a nice hezzy from Valdivia. Coronel. Velasquez switching gears, no look pass. Reyes will finish.
These guys can really pass and know where exactly their teammates are. Beautiful assists coming from UST here early on.
So it's really the bigs of UST that has been doing the damage, Coach.
Yes.
𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬
modern day bigs. They're not just guys who's gonna post up. They can run the floor, they can stretch the floor when needed, and even dribble when there is an opportunity. So UST really training their bigs to become more of a wingman and even guards towards that collegiate level. So we see Coach Paulo Mendoza here. Of course, just to remind everybody, he still has the second highest scoring game in the UAAP Juniors with 69 points.
Di siya tumatanda eh.
Di siya
Parang
tumatanda.
baby face lagi si Coach Pao.
Oh yes, from UPIS to UP to Santa Lucia. Ganyan na yung mukha ni Coach Pao forever eh, di ba?
Parang vampire eh. Di talaga tumatanda yun si Coach Pao. In the meantime, his team down by 11. Less than 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Manding, gliding in the air, will shoot two.
The UPIS will now be going with the zone. Yesterday, two teams went on a zone and actually was successful for them getting runs and making a comeback in De La Salle Zobel and also UE. So let's see if UPIS can have the same story here.
Manding on his first attempt will not make it. So, Coach, we haven't seen Waki Ludovice, and we really didn't see him warming up as well, as we see Nicky Villasin and Tantoy Ferrer.
Well, no, probably by halftime. Let's ask for an injury report or probably a sickness report, because a lot of players are really getting sick the past few days. Not just in the UAAP, even in the pro levels, a lot of players are being out because of the flu. So let's see if Waki is injured or sick here.
That time, there was a foul on Rocco Melicor, who re-enter the stripe once again. Rocco Melicor has a nice bag.
Oh yes, I've seen this guy very young. Even from his 13 years old, 14 years old, he was very hardworking. His dad, Dodo, was very, very supportive of him. Always here in support. And this guy has always been hardworking. So his talent has been there since his Ateneo grade school days, going to UPIS. And here, really showing out that he is a very good scorer for his size. A very bright future for Rocco.
As Melicor knocks down 2 for 2, trims his lead down to 10. Velasquez orchestrating the offense. Two-man game with Reyes. Kurt sends it to the right side. The shot fake for Ferrer had no one to pass it to, leading to a turnover.
The zone will be successful there for UPIS.
Daryl, the early screen, launches a three, package delivered.
Daryl Valdivia really wanting that three. He's been trying the whole ball game and finally he gets his first there.
Trims his lead down to 7. UST working against the zone, finds Ferrer. The two-pointer won't go. Egea switching gears, loses the basketball, and it will be UST possession.
That is something that he will learn throughout his experience in the UAAP, that these defenses are very active, but also that Valdivia three, not much space to operate, but the talent is enough for him to make the three.
Ferrer catch and fire. Nice rebound there from Rocco. Melicor awaits a screen. Coronel swings it. Valdevilla, another three. Different result this time. And the ball will shift to UST.
Watching Daryl Valdevilla, he's a good mix of two good UPIS guards in Juan Gomez de Leaño and Diego Dario, with that kind of a scoring mentality. Might be one of the next good guards of UPIS.
Velasquez, Yeti is a go. That was smooth by Velasquez.
Very smooth shot by Velasquez there. Open mid-range, showing that he's very calm.
That's something we did not see rather in game one.
But he was one of the talents that are being talked about here at UST. So I'm sure in his first game, there's a little struggle coming from him, but he's bound to show out here in the UAAP.
Melicor trapped. Great defense there for UST. They have been giving UPIS a hard time with that press.
That 2-2-1 press of UST really giving problems to UPIS. It's the length and the activity. Very aggressive defense by UST.
6 seconds left on the clock. Velasquez awaits an Esteban screen. Kurt the cross, the kick out, the three for Ferrer. And the buzzer sounds after 10 minutes of play. UST with a 9-point lead. They were off to a slow start, coach, but UST heating up late in that first quarter. Kind of summarize that chapter for us.
UST really gunning on the inside so that they got a good lead, of course, led by 𝔬𝔤𝔬𝔬𝔬 and 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 6 and 5 respectively, and eventually the running game and their outside game eventually kicked in, getting them a good lead here. But UPIS very aggressive on their attack, of course, led by Daryl Valdevilla and Romo Melicor. 15 of the 23 points coming from those two guards.
We'll flip the page to chapter 2 when we return. But it's 32-23 at the end of 10 minutes. Some of our fans here in the Mall of Asia Arena. And for those watching, we thank you for watching us on Pilipinas Live and the UAAP Varsity channel as we bring you the second quarter of UST versus UPIS. It's a little high-scoring ball game, especially for UST, coach.
Both teams are very good offensively. Very high-level talents on both teams. So the question next is, how do you adjust and make stops on the defensive end here?
𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 contested on the 3 and 1.
Tough 3 for Bruce. Well contested, yet once again the talents of UPIS really showing out here. That left wing has been a friend to UPIS.
It's really the word to describe UPIS, the talent.
The offensive talent of UPIS will never be a problem here in this season. You have guys like Melicor, Egea, Valdevilla, Jaime, GDL, and 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢, all high-level talents.
Kinilig sana ako when you sinilin mo yung Jaime.
Talent sa court. You have the talent here on the broadcast.
Back to the ball game. An extra free throw for 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. I think the referees are checking if it's an unsportsmanlike foul.
That landing spot is, again, something the bigs here in the juniors will be a learning process in. See here. Oh yes, could be a landing spot there. We already saw one guy turn his ankle in Daryl Valdevilla, yet he is back on the court. But we don't want to see another one here.
You were correct about the healing powers of the youth.
Yes.
Because Valdevilla is back in no time. Took, I think 2 minutes, 3 minutes off there in the first quarter.
Yesterday, Joaquim De Leon of the UE Juniors turned his ankle, yet gave him a few minutes, was already back on the court. So iba talagang mga bata. See Coach Manu Inigo in smiles here. Very rare sight.
Actually, I was about to say, that's an extremely rare sight.
Coach Manu Inigo, of course, one of the stricter coaches we have. I actually got to play with Manu Inigo just for a few weeks. And I learned a lot from him that I brought throughout my career.
No, and you Lady Bull, those are just like what? Si Sisi parang inaantok pa.
You know, it's a morning game. It's at 10 a.m.
Their game is at 12 o'clock against UST.
Chance for Coach Paulo Mendoza to put in some game plans here, some adjustments. They're going small here. They're putting Coronel at the center position to rest out Jaime.
This UPIS squad extremely undersized.
It's already been somewhat, it's already been something that we have been used to even from our time before. But the last season was actually somewhat different, having Bastiakov at 6'5", Kobe Dimisana at 6'8". So a very different UPIS was seen in the last season.
So it will just be one bonus free throw for 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢.
So no unsportsmanlike call there.
𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢 was the second leading scorer in their last game with 20 points.
And to think that he already cramped up late in the third quarter.
𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 catch and shoot three is good.
𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 really showing his full bag right here. Not able to score in their first game. Now 5 points for Lance 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢.
We like to see the bounce back game of Velasquez and 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 as we take a look at this one more time.
Opportunity given, opportunity taken for these two guys. You see the trust in Coach Manu Inigo, and they are repaying them by playing well here in today's ballgame.
Ferrer. I believe that was a jump pass.
Instead of miscommunication, Esteban had a good seal, but just could not get the pass on the right place.
Rocco gets it across court. And stepped on the baseline. That is out of bounds.
The term for Rocco is very slippery. Seems to be in control, yet gets to those small spaces. Just could not get it to his teammate there off the pass. But Rocco, I'm sure, will be adjusting the next few possessions down.
Two-man game, Manding rejects the screen. Manding almost to the basket and one. They are really attacking this zone and finding those holes, coach.
Good learning experience for UST here. They are longer and they have the athleticism to make those attacks. So Manding, one of those talents once again for UST here.
And he misses his first free throw. 13 players have now played for Coach Manu Inigo here in the first half.
We're just talking about depth. UST really has the depth. This is already a team that already had a good rotation last year. They were in the Final Four. And Coach Manu Inigo now adding a lot more talent in his lineup.
Oh, Egea drops 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. Valdevilla on the kick out. Rocco for three. Knocks it down.
UPI is really relying on that outside game. That is already the fourth three-pointer of UPIS, keeping this lead manageable.
And Rocco Melicor now has 10 points in the first half. First player in double digits. East to west movement for UST. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 on the drive. Tough shot. And a three-point play opportunity.
I'm loving how 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 is playing right here, playing like a true point guard, looking for his teammate, but every time he is given a lane, just knows how and when to attack. Another good bucket coming from Lance 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢.
7 points for the shortest guy on the court. Make that 8 for Lance 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢.
High score right now for UST, Lance 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢.
Oh, nice move. 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢 on the finish.
Oh, hard attack by the young gun, Bruce, showing out his skill there.
Manding, last minute pass, and an offensive foul drawn by 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢.
Offense and defense for Bruce right there. Strong hard attack going to the right. Let's see it once again. Sidestep, going for that space, and on the other end, sacrificing his body for that charge. Bruce really putting in everything here for UPIS.
Melicor organize the offense. Early screen from Coronel. Rocco, the double cross. Emergency pass, Coronel on the finish.
Good find by Rocco. That is the slippery game I've been talking about. Went through 3 guys, eventually got that drop pass to Coronel.
Duo shot fake. Cross-court pass. The drive was fouled. And that's 2 free throws for it's number 77, 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰.
Let's watch the replay here. Rocco Melicor going through 3, yet somehow finds his way going to Coronel here. What talent and slippery game Rocco Melicor is showing out here.
Those moves. Not a lot of those moves you can just teach.
Just pure instincts from these players.
And how about Cal knocking down his second free throw? 7-point lead for the Tigers. Duo will pull it back out. Doi between his legs. Gives it to his point guard. Ronquillo on the drive. Up and under move, but the travel is called.
UPIS still sticking with that short rotation. Only 7 guys have played here for the Maroon.
Valdivia bumped. Loreto was there like a wall. Duo on the go-ahead pass. Cow to Duo from the corner. And look at Loreto. Just could not put it back in.
A good adjustment by Gea to challenge that shot there.
And the mid-ranger is good for 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢, who has been hot here in the second quarter.
𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢 really can make that. That mid-range is a specialty of his, either from the dribble or from a receive. Good shot by 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢.
This zone has seemed to be working for UPIS.
It's slowing down UST.
Cow with all day to shoot. Nice box out there from 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢. Bruce on the attack numbers for UPIS. Hernandez for 3. That time too long, Egea. He recycled 14. 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢 to Egea. 5 seconds on the clock. Oh, the 1-2 step, and he will get to the line and shoot 2.
A lot of fouls being called here in the second quarter because of the aggressiveness on the players on every attack.
UST is deep with their bench, deep in personnel. UPIS, coach, they might have a short rotation, pero deep din yung skill set.
Yes, the skill bag of every player. Parang may bago na naman silang mapapakita every play. Egea is a guy that can really attack, has that ability. Looking like a young Francis Lopez here.
Ay, grabe nga rin, coach.
Oo. And Valdivia, Melicor, of course, these guys as well are playing well here. UPIS is keeping this lead very manageable.
You swing the ball side to side, still trying to find holes in the zone. That one telegraphed by 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢. Bruce, transition 3. Ronquillo with the rebound. Outlet pass. Vidanes, shot fake. Trying to get the putback. Here's Cow to Ronquillo. The 3-pointer still a no-go. And UPIS with a big stop once again.
That zone is working for UPIS, really slowing down UST.
Oh, Valdivia losing balance. Jungo. Egea to Valdivia. And that one will roll out on the gimme.
Sorry, missed. That could have cut the lead all the way to 1.
As Doi Dumo with some aggression and was fouled. A little more than halfway done here in the second quarter. UST up by 1 possession. It's been UPIS winning the quarter so far, Coach, 14-8.
Slower quarter for UST. In the first quarter, they were able to gun out and really outrun UPIS. But UPIS now playing the zone is slowing down UST, which is making them slower and not comfortable with their half-court sets.
Ronquillo to 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬. He loves that spot. Has not been able to convert. Ronquillo with a recycled 14. Here's 𝔠𝔠. The crossover dribble.
What talent 𝔠𝔠 is showing in this ball game. 𝔠𝔠 can make the three now, also showing his attack moves.
𝔠𝔠 to 𝔠𝔠𝔠. Bruce, three-pointer, straight up, yes.
It close out. Bruce read it right away, and he's showing that whichever angle you're gonna give me, I can score. And Bruce 𝔠𝔠𝔠 read out in today's ball game.
Here's 𝔠𝔠 with some dribbling moves, but how about your guy, Coach Bruce 𝔠𝔠𝔠? 12 points now in the basketball game.
You know, this ball game, you can actually get clips and just make a full highlight on how to attack defenses. Both teams really showing out here. 𝔠𝔠𝔠, Ronquillo, 𝔬𝔠, Valdivia. This is such a good game right here at Aramo Arena.
𝔬𝔠 at the left side. Ronquillo swings it to Lim. And right off the timeout, he knocks down the triple.
No better way to bust that zone than to make your threes. A good shot coming from JB Lim.
𝔠𝔠. The Hezi was stripped and was fouled. Will be a baseline inbound.
No, it has not been the best of offensive games for 𝔠𝔠𝔠, as we see here the three from JB Lim. Going back to again, it's not been the best of offensive games. Yet, you have to commend the way he is attacking. His mentality on trying to attack never changes, and you love that from your players.
Oh, he is the leading rebounder for UPIS. Hernandez to 𝔠𝔠𝔠 off the catch and shoot. Banks it home. I think he heard you, Coach.
Okay, Nathan. Okay, good three coming from Nathan there off the receive.
JB Lim looking to answer on a quick trigger. A chance for UPIS to tie or take the lead. 𝔠𝔠𝔠 stepped on the baseline.
Good recovery coming from JB Lim. He was the one who missed, yet he was quick to recover. But going back to that last play, off the screen, off the bank, Nathan 𝔠𝔠𝔠 now also entering our scoring column. 6 points for Nathan.
Nice inside play. JB Lim. The pass.
JB Lim silently has been creating in this ball game. 8 points, 3 rebounds, and his first assist here.
𝔠𝔠𝔠 on the cross. Against a double team, won't go. A rebound for Koji. Buenaflor running the track. Drop pass was, culminating travel.
Just an extra step coming from Koji there. So look at that. JB Lim using the screen. That back door. Very wide open. Good find from JB Lim.
That's one way to break a zone. 2-possession ball game in favor of UST. And Rocco fishes for a foul.
You can never be fooled by how Rocco looks. Because he looks thin, but he knows how to use his body. Very, very talented young kid. And here in the ball game, Rocco already has 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Free throw violation, Rocco.
That's very rare. Jinx mo daw kasi, Coach.
It's actually very rare, you know. But you know, here in the UAAP, I've seen 3 already in the UAAP, so the officials are being strict here in the season. But yes, that is a very rare violation to be called.
Back to a 1-possession ball game. 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. Velasquez, 𝔬𝔬𝔬 all day to shoot. Can't get it to go. Buenaflor is a no. Ferrer, another offensive rebound, and a recycled 14 for UST. Velasquez. Those traveling calls have been haunting UST here in the first half.
The turnovers not going the side of UST. Already 9 turnovers here. The outside game also has not been hitting the past few possessions. That's why UP is only down 3 here.
Melicor to Bombanwa. Drives. Help defense was there. Valdevilla. Nice closeout by Ferrer. Tight spacing here for UPIS. Shot clock down to 7. Rocco trying to wiggle himself inside. Won't get the floater to go. And we shift on to UST side.
UPIS playing a dribble drive offense here. Really relying on the talent. Just not working on that last possession.
UST is still trying to find solutions against this 2-3 zone. Velasquez to Dumo. Dumo can't connect on the 3. Egea going downhill. He's pushing the pace. Cut off by Ferrer. Oh, almost an ankle breaker. Egea with a gulang move, but a little too much aggression there.
Just a little overextension of that arm. Good intention, bad execution from Nathan there.
Yeah, Ferrer has been playing great defense against UPIS.
Very physical on the UPIS side. But UST still has a 3-point lead here. We head to a timeout.
The big man. That's Versosa. Has not scored much actually in today's game, only with 2 points. Kurt Velasquez with 4. UST with a 3-point lead. But coach, you know, quarter scoring, fearless start for UST in the first with 32 points, but the defense of UPIS ramping up a little bit here in Chapter 2, holding on UST to just 15.
Oh, that zone really slowing down UST here, really forcing UST to shoot a lot of outside shots, and UST has not been making a lot, so let's see how UST answers that zone of UPIS.
Of course, Coach, one player you feel the missing presence is 𝔂𝔏 𝔬𝔏𝔏.
Definitely, that shooting of 𝔂𝔏 𝔬𝔏𝔏 is felt here. He is not here, but he could really stretch out the floor for UST today. And Boksit as well, not seeing a lot of minutes here.
Really, it's hard to read this UST Tiger Cup squad.
Very, very deep team. I think Coach Mano Diego, the first few games, still trying to look for that main rotation. That is always a challenge for a team that has a very deep lineup. How do you get your main rotation? And here, he is giving everybody an opportunity to show out.
Valdevilla, free throw line jumper, won't hit rim. Doi Dumo pushing the pace. Doi finds a lane, hang time move. And it's 2 free throws on the aggressive attack of Dumo.
Fearless from Doi Dumo, challenging anybody that came his way. 3 maroon shirts. Doi Dumo says, I don't mind. 1 step, goes hard, gets the foul from Roos.
And he leaped on his left foot.
Oh yes, that's called the one step. It's actually something we learned from the Europeans, that quick off the bounce. And a lot more guys are using it nowadays. Steve Nash was able to use it well before.
Doi Dumo leading the scoring party for UST with 9 points.
No one in double digits yet for UST. That is the depth we're talking about. Already 11 guys scoring in the white and yellow.
11 of the 13 guys that have played. Egea tried the escape pass to Valdevilla. 6-point lead for UST. 1:25 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Slower second quarter we're having compared to the very fast-paced first quarter we had.
Jaime just checked in. Domiciliano faces up. Saw a giant in Versosa.
Bricks knowing that Jaime is one of the best shooters coming from the outside on that possession. Closing out and eventually adjusting. Jaime getting the foul from Bricks.
Jaime Gomez de Llano looking to get his first point. And so he does.
So big adjustment for Jaime this season. He was being prepared to play that 4 position alongside Gian Mendoza and Basti Jacob, but for reasons, they are not going to play for UPIS this season. And Jaime now has to step up and play that 5, but this guy is always ready whichever is needed from him playing for UPIS.
As he knocks down back-to-back free throws, trims his lead down to 4. Ferrer, back to Velasquez, swings it to the other side. Dumo on the baseline drive. Valdevilla on the snatch, no numbers for UPIS. And great job there for Valdevilla. Finds Rocco open for 3 and puts it in.
Oh, look, now this only a 1-point lead for UST. Everything working the side of the Maroon.
11 points now for Rocco Melicor. Dumo popping out. Velasquez straightaway 3 does not hit rim. And a chance for UPIS to take back the lead.
And that zone a big problem for UST, but on the offensive end, everybody's just ready to shoot for UPIS.
Valdivia will optimize some patience, uses the Jaime screen. Gomez de Llano has to switch. Valdivia on the drive, does not even look at the rim. This is the layup. Now Koji in transition, finds Dumo. We have an opportunity to take the last shot here of the first half. Clock reads 10. Dumo uses the screen. Velasquez on the attack. Finger roll layup, uses the bank for 2.
Good way to end the quarter here for Kurt. Velasquez maximizing on that late closeout, getting that driving lane, getting that easy to extend the lead to 3.
UPI and UST rather led by as much as 12, but that 2-3 zone coach working on the way for UPIS, winning the quarter, and now just down by 1 possession as we take a look at our second quarter highlights.
26 points for UPIS here in the second quarter. Very high scoring, relying on their main talents on the side of UST. They have been able to make a few threes, but UPIS still sticking with that zone. On the offensive end, those strong attacks coming from them, led by Rocco Melicor, Bruce Tobongbanoa, AJ Lim here also being able to contribute a very high scoring first half, 52-49 here.
And we'll break down the half with you when we return here on Pilipinas Live. At the end of 20 minutes of play, it's the UST Tiger Cubs. A 1 possession advantage against the UPIS Fighting Maroons. If you take a look at the statistics, Coach, what really pops out for you here in the first half?
Well, here in our first half, the 3-point shooting really going the side of UPIS. 7 of 18, 4 of 19 for UST. A real struggle against the zone of UPIS. 2-point field goals, of course, going the side of UST. A lot of those coming from the fast breaks. But the rebounding is really the edge, especially in the first quarter, where UST really was able to extend that lead all the way to 12 via those offensive rebounds by Buenaflor and also Versosa.
And of course, UST was actually up by as much as 12, Coach, but UPIS with a fearless run there in the second quarter. But first, UST, they had some bright spots. Doy Dumo, another impressive showing with 9 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists.
You know, early on, UST was able to attack hard via, of course, Velasquez and Ronquillo, who was really able to control the team early on, but eventually they struggled with their outside game. On the side of UPIS, it's really been the talent and the aggressiveness of these guards. Melicor, Tubongbanoa, Daryl Valdivilla, and Nathan Igea, more guys who really are stepping up against the towers of UST.
As we take a look at the leading scorers, it's your usual suspects really for UPIS. You know, Melicor is going to score, Tubongbanoa and Valdivilla is going to score. We head on over to UST. Doy Dumo, Kurt Velasquez with a bounce-back game as well with Ronquillo.
Ronquillo and Velasquez really playing well today. They played their best against Adamson, but now getting the opportunity from Coach Manu Inigo to show out their game. Doy Dumo will always be there. So they have to step up a little bit more if they want to extend this lead against UPIS. Wacky Ludovice is not in uniform today. Might be sick or injured, but I'm sure that UST is missing his services, especially from downtown.
And Charles Buxit shot a three-pointer to end the warm-up, because that's someone who we also have not talked about. Charles Buxit, who we talked about in the pregame. So we'll see what UST adjusts here, coach, in the second half.
So they utilize it a much more versatile front court here with Reyes Buenaflor in Dumo, a very long but very athletic front court. So let's see if that is the adjustment that UST has here.
Like you said, they have been dominating the rebounding department. Talking about UST. Dumo, corner pocket three is pure.
That is how you want to start the quarter. Dumo was not able to make his last few threes, but he still has the confidence. He still has the green light. Good start by Doi.
First USC Tiger Cub in double digits. Valdivia to answer.
Everything you said on UPIS, they have a quick answer. 1-3 coming from Daryl to start the third quarter for them.
Valdivia also in double figures as well, and nice 2 points there for Koji Buenaflor.
UST utilizing a much more simpler offense here. A quick rotation, getting the guys open.
Melicor pulling it back out. The Hezi, the cross, scoop layup won't go. And a stop for the Tiger Cubs. Here comes Dumo. Running the floor, locates Ronquillo. Package delivered, no. And Buenaflor with a putback, yes.
This is the offensive rebounding they were able to maximize on to start the first quarter. That's why they were able to get a lot of second chance points. The UST going back to that game plan.
Nice ball fake, Coronel with the patience.
All IQ for Coronel there. Not the tallest guy, but enough for him to fake out 3 white shirts. What a move coming from Coronel.
Coach, 12 points scored in a minute and 30 seconds for both teams combined.
High scoring is an understatement here. Everybody just getting their points here.
Buenaflor, extra swing, a limb, corner, pocket three again this time. Won't connect. And that's Elias off the pivot to the 2 points.
That is already 5 offensive rebounds for Koji Buenaflor, getting a lot of second chance opportunities for UST.
Melicor not wasting any more time. Rocco was fouled on the attack, but how about this move?
2 guys, next guy. He didn't even look at the guy at the back, just had that instinct. On the other end, Koji Buenaflor giving that drop pass. What an inside battle we're having here.
Coronel, that shot won't rattle in. 2 players diving for the ball, and that one's a kick according to the referees.
More activity here, everybody hustling for that basketball. Every possession counts in a close game like this.
Both teams coming out with a burst of energy so far, but UST now up by 3 possessions. Oh, Melicor almost loses the leather. Valdivia, shot clock reads 7. Daryl, step back, high looper, won't hit rim. Dula retrieves the basketball. They go ahead past the rim. JB tried to drop it home to Reyes, and that will result into a turnover.
Not much space for UST to operate on that fast break. They were too tight with each other, but they want to be able to still go with that quick running game because that really gave them a good edge in the first quarter.
Melicor will send it to Daryl. Valdivia behind his back, crossover move. Kick out for Jaime. Gomez Del Llano on the sidestep, but that's a nice strip job for UST. Dumo in transition, and Dumo offhand layup is good.
Again, once again, that one-step layup doing good for Doi. And Doi now extending his scoring here.
14 points now for this talented guard as Valdivia knocks down another 3-pointer.
During the first half, that left wing has been a friend. Here in the second half, the same place, the same result for Darren Valdivia.
Second 3-pointer in the third, hang time move. UPIS wanting to push the pace. Valdivia between his legs, pull-up jumper. That time front rim. A rebound secured from 𝔐𝔫𝔫. 𝔬𝔞𝔪 has been the main character here for UST. Then the floor will hand it off the limb. Back to 𝔐𝔫𝔫 at the post. Then a floor double team, and 𝔐𝔫𝔫 snatched that one away.
𝔐𝔬𝔫𝔫, good help side coming from him. Quick double. UST player was not ready for 𝔐𝔬𝔫 there, forcing a turnover. Let's look at this fast break first. One-step layup, 𝔬𝔬𝔫 going through the left. On the other end, Daryl Valdivia, just a little space. No problem for Daryl.
Valdivia having himself a moment. 2 of his 3 three-pointers in this quarter. It's only 2-possession ball game. 𝔐𝔫𝔫 rejects the screen. Jaime with license to shoot. That one will be sent out of bounds.
Jaime just not able to get to his usual spots, but this guy can really stretch out the floor for UPIS.
Here's that zone again. Lim, sidestep, beauty.
What a move coming from JB Lim here. Faking left, going right, going for that beauty.
𝔐𝔬𝔫, burst of speed, comes up short. When the floor, another rebound. 𝔐𝔫𝔫 going downhill. 𝔬𝔬𝔫, corner 3, puts it in.
2 threes for 𝔬𝔬𝔫 here in this quarter. Much needed by UST to finally break that zone. 𝔬𝔬𝔫 now puts UST with a double-digit lead.
It's even better in slow-mo. This move of JB Lim.
UST just putting on the highlights the past few possessions. After this full ball game, I can make a highlight reel on how many good moves we've had. JB Lim just added onto that with that beautiful sidestep beauty. But just this full ball game has been a full highlight reel. High scoring ball game, 68-57.
Ikaw nagawa, coach. Kaya mo, masipag ka mag-edit.
Oo, harap lang tayo.
𝔐𝔬𝔫 blowing by and squeezes himself inside for a much-needed basket.
Oh, hard attack coming from Nathan there.
JB Lim met by double. He sent it to Velasquez. 𝔬𝔬𝔫 sends it to 𝔐𝔬𝔫 at the corner. And 𝔐𝔬𝔫 skying high for that board. Rocco, transition 3. Hits left of the rim. UST continues to run. 𝔐𝔬𝔫 touchdown.
What quick pace being played here by UST. UPIS makes a mistake. UST rebounding, automatically stepping on the gas to get that fast break.
It's a nice pass from Carlman Dane as well. Lead back to 11 for the Tiger Cubs. Jaime rip through move. Gomez Del Llano tried to use his height for that one.
I want to see more Jaime attacks here. This guy can put the ball on the floor.
Monday to 𝔬𝔬𝔫. Doy sizing up his defender. Will await a buena floor screen. JB Lim shot fake between his legs. Would have been another nice move. Now numbers for UPIS. And Daryl was fouled on the layup.
Both teams trying to outrun each other here. Every time there is a miss or a turnover, expect either team to be running and stepping on that gas. So far, UST is able to maximize on that the past few possessions. 16-10 here in the third quarter. Finally, a double-digit lead for the Tiger Cubs.
As Valdivia will make his first free throw. Loreto for UST has just checked in. And Rocco Melicore are on your screens. Him and Valdivia have been leading the way. 28 of the 60 points of UPIS. Velasquez maximizing the screen, books it. And you know he has that quick trigger. Melicore on the right side. Uses his speed. Jaime on the cut. And this is from point blank.
Jaime being challenged by the length of UST in today's ball game.
And Velasquez with all day to shoot. A recycled 14 for UST. 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰 wasting no time. 𝔐𝔫𝔤𝔤 has the leather. 𝔬𝔬𝔫𝔤𝔤 in and out. Layup. And it's UST's turn to run. And another missed layup for UST.
Both teams missing a lot of layups here, but it's really just because they are very excited to get those finishes. Both teams has to relax, has to stay composed on those fast break opportunities.
𝔍𝔞𝔪𢢢. That's 𝔬𝔬𝔪 launches and makes another three.
That was well contested by 𝔍𝔬𝔬𝔰, but 𝔬𝔬𝔪𝔬𝔰 found a way to make that three.
That's his third triple of the ball game. And 𝔐𝔬𝔤 with the quick hands. 𝔐𝔬𝔤 on the receiving end of the go-ahead pass. 𝔐𝔬𝔤 wants a screen from Jaime. The short triple for 𝔐𝔬𝔤 and a rebound for Manding. Helter-skelter basketball here in the Mall of Asia Arena.
A lot of swipes, a lot of taps, a lot of possession changes. Very quick ball game we're having here in the third quarter.
Valdivia behind his back, step back for three. Everything but the shot for Darryl. Velasquez. Hang time move, kisses it off the glass for two.
Fred Velasquez showing his full bag of talent already now in double figures. Is Velasquez 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists.
Part of a nice bounce back game from Velasquez. Valdivia met by 4 defenders. Floater, automatic for Rocco.
There's much you can do if you're USC. Everything was already closed down. 5 guys nearby Rocco, yet they still found a way to get that floater in.
That time, front row seats for the referees on that travel. How about this move?
So added to the highlights we have from this ball game, each and everyone really showing their full bag of skills here. 𝔬𝔬𝔪𝔤 against 2 textbook floater right there coming from Rocco. It's not set enough for Rocco there.
Less than 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. A high-scoring affair for both of these teams. USC with advantage though. Up by a 3-possession ball game. 72 points, coach, early in the third quarter.
Only the third quarter. USC just can't find a way to get away from this feisty UPIS team. They have been executing, just not making.
So misfires. 𝔐𝔬𝔤 snatches it. And 𝔍𝔬𝔤 step on the sidelines. Less than a minute remaining here in our third chapter. 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢 skip pass. Manding squares up, in and out on the triple. Nice save there from Charles. Velasquez decides to push it closer. 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢. He has been launching, just can't make it. Loreto another rebound.
A lot of second chance opportunities for USC here.
And Kurt Velasquez still can't get it to go, so...
Actually, watch the way UPIS is playing that zone. They are really forcing UST to shoot those threes. They're playing it slow on the closeout so that there is no driving lane allowed for any UST player. And while UST is missing, I'm sure UPIS will be sticking with the same game plan here.
𝔬𝔞𝔪� to Velasquez, high looper. The 3-point shot has not been falling for UST.
That is 4 attempts in 1 possession for UST. They could not make one there.
Valdivia pull-up jumper is short. And a chance for the Tiger Cubs to take the last shot.
Need for UST to rush here.
Velasquez guarded by Hernandez. Kurt, the mini, short. And the buzzer has sounded to end the third quarter. That was a lot of running and gunning. UST winning that chapter 20-16. Talk to me about that third quarter.
So UST started out that third quarter well. They were able to go back to double digits, but once again, UPIS just sticking with their system, with their talents, but Baby Lynn trying to make things different. Also, Kurt Velasquez, they're trying to extend this lead, but this feisty UPIS team remains here in the Hot 70-65 in favor of the UST Tiger Cubs.
We welcome you to the fourth and final quarter here in the Mall of Asia Arena. I'm 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 with my partner, Coach Juanito Gregorio. As the UST Tiger Cubs with a 7-point lead, like you mentioned, Coach. UST would have, these runs, but UPIS hanging in there. And that's exactly what you want for a short rotation here.
7 guys playing for UPIS. 𝔐𝔞𝔬𝔢𝔰 has not rested a minute yet. He stays very aggressive on each and every possession. That is the heart of UPIS here. Just talking about our Daryl Valdivilla starts it well for UPIS here with a 3.
That's the 11th May three-pointer. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰, he likes the fourth quarter.
Quarter scoring here. Every quarter above 20 for UST.
𝔍𝔤𝔤, a man among boys, can't convert on the gimme. Three-pointer. Far to the left for Esteban. 𝔍𝔤𝔤 again. This time to 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰 with 10 seconds. Elbow jumper. And a stop for UPIS. Eguea, the kick out. Hernandez to Coronel. Valdivilla again. Package delivered.
Daryl Valdivilla putting UPIS on his shoulders. Back-to-back threes, both from the same side.
21 big points for Daryl Valdivilla. Cuts his lead down to 1. 𝔍𝔤𝔤 is trapped. Valdivilla with the steal. Valdivilla, hang time!
Daryl Valdivilla inside, outside, off the running game, off the half-court set. No problem, I am the talent for UPIS.
It's been the first lead of the Junior Fighting Maroons in a while. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰, Ronquillo contested on the 3. 𝔍𝔤𝔤 stretched to get that offensive rebound, and he will be shooting 2.
Now, a slowing foul here, but Daryl Valdivilla, what else can you ask of him? Plays defense, runs the floor, attacks hard, gets the 3. Everything you want from a player, he is just providing for UPIS. And that is why he is the rising star of the Junior Fighting Maroon. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals for the young kid of UP.
30 points last game, 23 and counting in this game as 𝔍𝔤𝔤 knocks down his first free throw. Nice touch for the big man.
2 for 2 for Bricks 𝔍𝔤𝔤. Well-needed foul there. And now UST will be playing a box and 1 to deny Daryl Valdivilla that basketball. Yet UPIS is just red hot to start the 4th.
Ethan Eguea, who has not rested in this ball game, says, "Don't worry, coach. I'll take care of things to the offensive end." As JB Lim, one dribble pull-up jumper is too long, and Valdivilla another rebound.
Now the rhythm just going the side of UPIS here.
Jaime, pump fake, Coronel, double clutches. And he was called with a ward off. That one was obvious right in front of the referees.
That might be a miss, but that was a perfect find coming from Daryl Valdivilla. Look at this shot from Ethan Eguea. Challenging the longer and the much more experienced Doi duo. But the heart of this UPIS team keeping them in the ball game. This is their first lead. And what a time to come here in the 4th.
The Buena check in, and Valdivilla will get, check that, it's, Valdivilla Ronquillo at the logo. Ronquillo for three. Those three-point shots still not connected for UST. 6 for 33 from beyond the arc.
You know, if you can't make those threes, UPIs will continue to go in that zone.
𝔬𝔢𝔠𝔬𝔢𝔰 misses the left-handed layup. JB Lim with a burst of speed. Lim almost all the way. Last minute pass, 𝔬𝔬𝔪 with a deuce.
𝔬𝔬𝔪 really controlling the inside here. 6 offensive rebounds for him, alongside 11 points. And really controlling that paint is 𝔬𝔬𝔪.
Valdivia, heat check! Heat check for the kid!
Daryl Valdivia, what else can you say? Everything you give him, he has an answer.
JB Lim was stripped. Valdivia, another three. That would have just brought the house down at that point. In the meantime, Ronquillo transition attack. 𝔬𝔬𝔪, right on cue, Coach Koji 𝔬𝔬𝔪. Really the fire extinguisher for today's game.
Inside-outside ball game here. UPIS just trusting that three-point line to keep them alive, while UST needing to put that ball inside.
We are deadlock at 78 apiece. 4 minutes gone by. Ronquillo, the emergency pass, and almost, but not quite. Reyes will be shooting 2 free throws.
Ronquillo now seeing that their strong suit is their inside, trying to pound that ball inside. But the outside game just going to UPIS at this point. This fourth quarter has been exciting, so it's a question. Will the outside or the inside get the victory here in this ball game?
That has been the story, Coach. His inside presence for UST, 28 for 79, and it's the outside presence for UPIS. 13 for 30, shooting above 40% from three-point territory.
While UST scoring 38 points compared to only 18 of UPIS in the paint.
That time, Reyes missing 2 crucial free throws.
Chance for UPIS to regain the lead here.
𝔬𝔬𝔪, two-man game with Jaime. Oh, miscommunication on the pass.
𝔬𝔬𝔪 wanting to give it to Bruce there. Chance for UST to regain back the lead here. We're just talking about experience on experience. UST is the much more experienced team. A lot more guys on the graduating list. Grade 11 and 12. But the heart, the energy is going the side of UPIS, keeping them alive here.
Duo off the pop out. Won't convert on the triple. JB Lim. Great hustle, but another out of bounds for UST coach Manu Inigo. Too calm as always. Don't need to panic.
He has a good talented team here. There's a good learning experience how to play in the late game.
𝔬𝔬𝔪 against 2 defenders, misses the layup. And Valdivia will take the foul.
He's gotta be so amazed with how UPIS is playing. Daryl Valdivia has only rested for 5 minutes. Nathan Ege has not rested a single second. Rocco Melicor and Bruce Tumumbano has only rested for a little bit over 8 minutes. A short rotation by UPIS, yet the energy never changed from the first to the fourth quarter for this team.
Lim on the opposite end. JB hang time. Scoop layup will go.
Gotta love how UPIS is challenging the attackers of UST, just playing it clean on those challenges. No fouls. Clean defense played by the junior Fighting Maroons.
Rocco. This could be for the lead. Melicor, the escape dribble.
And the lead by Charles there from the back.
𝔬𝔬𝔪. Quick hands there from Koji. Here's JB Lim again. Bounce pass. Dumo with a finish on the fast break.
That is because UST needs that. The running game has always been to their advantage from the first half. So they have to be able to go to it with composure.
Jaime on the roll. Gomez Del Llano high off the glass. A foul on a UP jersey.
Jaime really struggling on the inside here. Only 2 points for Jaime and 0 of 7 from his field goals. A very long UST team challenging the young Gomez de Leaño. But you know, Jaime is still a talent. Still 4.5 minutes. You can never count out this kid.
So 𝔍𝔫𝔦𝔰 once again at the free throw line. This will be his 4th and 5th free throw. That's one thing UST has been really good at in this game. 27 and 28 free throws. Their aggression has been awarded.
They have a lot of attackers here, from 𝔬𝔤𝔪 to 𝔬𝔤𝔪 to 𝔬𝔫𝔪 and even JB Lim. So that has been rewarded. But this 4th quarter, UPIS has relatively been playing clean. No swipes, no block attempts, just pure challenges.
𝔬𝔤𝔪 trying to escape the defense. 𝔬𝔤𝔬𝔦 double clutching. And 𝔬𝔫𝔬𝔦 wins the rebounding battle. 2-possession ball game. More than halfway done here in the 4th and final quarter. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 almost with a steal. Lim had no one to pass it to. It ends up with 𝔬𝔫𝔬𝔬𝔬. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 with a hang time. That rattles out.
Better adjustment by UPIS there. Every time a UST guard is driving, they are looking for 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 on that drop pass. Good read from UPIS to make a stop.
Valdevilla, difficult 3. Great defense by 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 on that
Better
one,
adjustment
coach.
as well for UST. They know that Valdevilla shoots off the dribble. They have to stay in front of him and challenge him whenever he is going for that shot attempt. 82-78 here.
A UPIS timeout. They are down by 2 possessions. With a little less than 4 minutes remaining in our 4th and final quarter. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 4-point lead against this young and 6-man, 7-man rotation of UPIS.
A feisty 7-man rotation.
So the referees are reviewing this last play, coach. Who will be the last touch here?
Well, looks like last touch on Jaime from that angle. Let's see here again.
Thankfully, we have multiple camera angles.
But he is asking for a push. Of course, the UST coaching staff always there. Moment of silence here as we wait. Oh, ball will go to the side of UST.
It will be UST possession.
A few instances that it's a blessing to be short because Jaime was.
I have never heard that before, coach.
Jaime was the way taller guy, tapped it outside.
And a timeout is called. We'll take another short break, but UST still clinging to a 4-point lead. Some of our UST fans in the Mall of Asia Arena. Of course, right after this, game 1 of our women's finals.
So jam-packed day here at the MOA Arena. Earlier we had our first game of UST versus Adamson. Right now we're having UP versus UPIS. Game 1 of the finals of our women's division will be right after this, NU versus UST. And later on tonight, main game at 6 p.m. between the UP Fighting Maroons and the LaSalle Green Archers of our men's division.
2-3 zone implemented by UPIS. Buena floor, tight pass. UPIS playing the passing lanes, duel for 3. Oh, 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢, that is not allowed coming out of bounds. UST, numerous open shots here, coach.
second chance opportunities really becoming a factor here. Of course, led by 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. 7 offensive rebounds in today's ballgame.
Valdivia to Coronel to a cutting Bruce. The turnaround shot for 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 is a no-go.
UST slowing down the ball game here. No need for them to rush. Maybe one good execution to extend the lead.
They reverse it. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 at the right side. A screen from Buksit. 𝔍𝔫𝔫 squares up. Still can't make a three-pointer. JB Lim, the drop pass. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢, the finish. And extends his lead to 6.
27 offensive rebound for UST, and that is why they are with this lead. But just the pure talent of UPIS keeping them alive here, cutting this lead back to a 2-possession game by 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢.
How about the shot from 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢? Banked it home and one.
Chance to actually cut this to a single possession ball game. Every time UST finds a way in getting their basket, quick answers coming from the guards of UPIS.
𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 also in the 20-plus range, joining Daryl Valdivia. It's 22 big points.
That backcourt of 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 and Valdivia is gonna be a big threat for the next 12 games to come. Very hardy, very feisty, very energetic, and very talented. UPIS will be relying on these two guards heavily for the last 12 games.
Pressure-packed free throws for 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. Back iron and a refresh 14 for UP. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. Signature shot, 2 more free throws on the way for Rocco.
Always the next man up para dito sa UPIS. UST is now denying that basketball off of Daryl Valdivia, not allowing him to receive. And 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 says, okay, Daryl, I got you. I'm the one who's going to get this basketball and do the attacks. And now he will get another opportunity for UPIS.
That time 6, his first free throw. So it's back to a 1-possession ball game. An intensified 4th quarter as both teams looking to get their first win here in season 86. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 goes back-to-back, and they trail by 2, 2:21 remaining.
It's going to be a big possession for UST here.
Still trying to find the holes against the zone. Koji off the cut, the strip job.
What heart by every UPIS player being played here. Everybody just diving, helping out. 3 maroon shirts. Bruce saw the ball, that those 50-50 balls will be huge down the line.
We approach our 2-minute mark in the 4th chapter. Great execution there for UST on the baseline play.
Terrific play by UST. Very simple yet effective play. And that extends the lead once again here.
Oh, and an unforced turnover for UPIS as Egea stepped on the sideline.
Sorry, turnover there. Not something you want, but offensive rebounds for UST. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 with 1. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 with 7, keeping them alive on every possession, giving them a lot of extra opportunities in this ballgame.
JB Lim uses the screen. Contact met upstairs. Refresh 14, a steal from UPIS. And I believe, I don't think USC is in the penalty just yet.
2 more fouls to give for UST. Sorry, 1 more foul to give.
As UPIS will call a timeout. It's Paulo Mendoza down by 4. 1 minute 34 seconds remaining here. Dungo, 19 big points, 12 big rebounds, and 4 crucial assists, clinging to a 4-point lead against Daryl Valdivilla. Another impressive performance with his backcourt partner on your screens, Rocco Melicor. We'll see what Coach Paulo Mendoza has drawn up here after this UPIS timeout. Tubugbana will trigger. Egea to Bruce. Tubugbana to post-up. Tight pass. And JB Lim with an important steal. He's pushing the pace. He's not wasting any more time. And a rejection from Egea.
Good defense from both squads here, forcing stops.
UPIS has been blank the past couple of possessions. Valdivilla picks up his dribble. Shot clock down to 10. Daryl, skip pass, shot clock down to 6. Melicor to Bobanwa. The midi won't bite.
The denial on Valdivilla is doing good for UST, limiting the chances for UPIS to get some baskets.
Lim gives it to Ronquillo. Dagger delivered.
Ronquillo, huge three. A big struggle for UST from downtown, but none bigger than that three from Ronquillo. What a ball game for Ronquillo here.
With 11 big points. And you were mentioning it. They were struggling from beyond the arc. But this shot couldn't have come at a better time, at a better moment for the smallest guy on the court.
Smallest guy, no problem. Ronquillo now getting UST this 7-point lead with 40.4 remaining in the ball game.
They were 6 for 37, coach, coming in before that shot, shooting 18.4%. You give it to Ronquillo in the zone, and he makes a big one.
That zone really has been a problem for UST. They have been trying to go with that zone buster. Everybody getting attempts. Doidu was struggling 4 of 14. Lance Ronquillo was 1 of 6 before that shot. JB was 1 of 4. But Lance Ronquillo, with that confidence, with the green light, with that much space, says, I am going to take it, I'm going to make it. And that's a big three coming from Lance Ronquillo.
3-possession ball game, 40 seconds remaining. This UPIS have one last fight in them. Bruce will trigger. Valdivilla will receive. Gomez Del Llano for 3. And JB Lim stretches for an important rebound.
The need for UST to rush here. UPIS not looking to foul. Just wants UST to end the shot clock here.
8 seconds difference between shot clock and game clock. Reyes can't get a handle of that drop pass. 10 seconds left on the clock. Valdivilla will trigger from 3. Front rim, Egea, offensive rebound, puts it in with 3.8 seconds remaining. It will not be enough for UPIS.
What a ball game for UPIS here, but UST just had answers, just was more composed here in the end game. That denial on Daryl Valdivilla was the best adjustment that Coach Manu Inigo had. And now UST will look to get their first win of the season. The UPIS will be sliding down to 0-2. But boy, let's just go through the statistics for some of the UPIS players. Daryl Valdivilla, 26 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Rocco Melicor, 23 points, 7 rebounds. And Nathan Egea with 14 points.
And 3 minutes of rest.
And 15 rebounds with 3 minutes of rest.
But JB Lim, who missed that free throw.
Oh, yes.
Intangibles.
Oh, yes.
Intangibles for JB Lim.
JB Lim, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. but it's the physicality. Also 4 steals for him, but it's the physicality and the leadership of JB Lim. You saw him very communicative with all of his teammates, and he was very huge in today's ball game. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 as well, 11 points and 6 rebounds, as well as 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 with 19 points and 13 rebounds. So a huge game for UST to finally get their footing and finally get into the winning column here in the UAAP.
There you have it, our final score. The UST Tiger Cubs winning by a 6-point margin, and our best player of the game, Coach, without any doubt, a monster inside the paint for today's game.
𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢, 19 points, 16 rebounds, 3 assists. And actually those offensive rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds for 𝔍𝔞𝔪� was huge for UST to get a lot of second chance opportunities. And beyond that, it was actually the impact of 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬. Every time he got those second chance points and those offensive rebounds, that's why he is well deserving. Plus 23 on the efficiency, plus 22 on the efficiency. And that is how much impact 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 has here for UST. Well deserving of the player of the game honors.
UST once again now will slide to 1-1. And UPIS will have to wait to get their first game. And on Saturday, we head on over to UST 𝔂𝔫𝔦𝔰 Pavilion for NUNS